welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Katie and I try a lot of shit and better. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Katie and I try a lot of shit. Now, last video we were doing acrylic pour paintings. This video we're gonna resin one of those bad boys. Are you scared? You should be. I'm scared. Let's do it. Okay, I feel sorry for my parents at this point because I've basically turned their garage into my little art studio and they can't park their cars in here, but oh well. Not my problem. Okay, so I've done a lot of paintings since we last chatted. Some of them are getting a bit better. And one of my friends wants to buy this one. So it's this one here. Yeah, right, cute, okay. So when she wants to buy it, my mum reckons it's just because she's being nice because she's my friend. But either way, we need to put resin over it to make it nice and shiny for her and look like I've just poured it. I've done 2 practice resin ones. So this is one. So this one actually, this was my second practice of like using resin, and this was my first practice of using resin. I didn't really like this painting. It didn't work out what I wanted to do. So anyway, so this was the first go, and it's got on the edges it like come away and everything. And since then we have effing got it down pat. Do you want to see some of my other paintings? I haven't resin this on yet. That's another one, and that's another one, and these are more, and this one's a bit ugly. This one is one, and where's my other one? I know there's another one that's like purple. This one's pretty cool. I like this one because it's got all like the gold to it. Okay, so basically when we do our resin, you have to put a box over it so that it doesn't like get any dust or anything on it. I stole these from work because I don't have anything else that's gonna fit the size of this. This is a pretty decent sized canvas. I'm gonna have to cut 2 boxes in half and do like 2 half boxes or something. My tripod is on a stick. Like literally a stick. Okay, so obviously like when you cut styrofoam, it's gonna have the little white balls, and if the little white balls fall in my resin, we're absolutely done for. I might get some tape and tape around where I've cut. I just hit my head on the garage door. Okay, so cutting into those things, I've now put tape all around them, but cutting into them has left little white balls everywhere. There's literally some on my painting before we even begin. That's bad. Some people even put like special things on in their rooms to make sure there's no dust before they start this. I'm doing this in a garage. There's gonna be dust, but there doesn't need to be little white balls of styrofoam. That's a problem that I've caused myself. It covers my painting. We're fucking professionals in here. That's one thing that's for sure, 100%.
Okay guys, so we're taping the back of the painting. Make sure it's like long strips, because if you have little strips, then little bits of resin can get in through the gaps and it'll be more annoying to take it off. Okay, after we tape that down, you're going to want to make it level, 100% level. This is very important. And we're using art resin today, guys. Okay, so you're gonna measure it up, equal parts, resin and hardener. Now, what you don't see right, this is what's happening right now, is the scales go off, and then I don't know how much I've put in, so I go off screen and I'm trying to just wing it. I'm just like pouring resin and hardener, but I think it's equal, so mixing it up anyways. Mix for a good 3 minutes as per instructions. Then we're going to pour that all over our painting, make sure it even spread. Wear gloves. Do not get this shit on your hands because it does not come off. And I knew this and still didn't wear gloves. Okay, once you spread it to all the edges, you need to use a heat gun or a blowtorch and get rid of all the bubbles, and then cover it to make sure no dust or dust particles or dirt get on and stuck in your resin. That would be a disaster.
It's so hot in here. Sometimes you have to heat the resin, but it is literally like 35 degrees in here, so I didn't need to do that. I'm not really happy with how that turned out. It's not flat enough and I already have spots, so I'm just gonna leave it get a bit tacky. I find that if I pour a little bit more on once it's already a bit tacky and dried a little bit, maybe in like 10-15 minutes, I can fill in those holes. I don't know if that's what you're supposed to do, but it works for me, so that's what I'm going to do in about 15 minutes. Okay, so the second layer I just tried to put on was full of bubbles. And when I say full of bubbles, I mean so full of bubbles that it was literally like a layer of bubbles. And I don't have a torch to like get rid of the bubbles. All I have is a hairdryer and it works, but it doesn't work as good as like a blowtorch would do. So I then just had a painting full of holes and bubbles, and there was holes at like the top because the cardboard obviously wasn't flat. It must have been pushing up, so it was draining away from the middle. So then I took the cardboard out. I've ruined it, and I don't think it worked at all. And I've used basically half of my resin. I've just covered it. I'm just gonna leave it and we'll see what it looks like tomorrow, the next day. Okay guys, it's 3 days later and the worst thing that could possibly happen has happened. Yeah, that's right. My resin didn't set. So I don't know what's going on. It probably has something to do with my like cheap ass Kmart effing scales, and my hard and reverse resin was not the appropriate like measurements or whatever, and it didn't set. So according to Google, we now have to scrape off all the non-dried resin and re-pour the whole thing. So of course this is going to happen on my third trial, the one that I actually, you know, am giving to a friend. Right, so I guess now we're going to be doing some serious scraping. Some of it's fine, but this is all sticky. This, I don't know how I'm gonna scrape that off. It's not scrapable. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so I've just tried to pick off as much as humanly possible, because apparently if it stays wet and then you do another coat, it can leak under the next coat, and we don't want that to happen. So I'm now gonna mix up the last little bit of resin I have and just pray to God that it works. Like,
okay, mixing, and make sure it's equal parts. With this one, I did volume and not weight. So I did like, you know, 1/4 of a cup and 1/4 of a cup to make sure it actually worked. And then we spread it all out and we waited.
Guys, you would not believe. Actually, you probably would believe. It still did not set in one spot. This one here. And actually this little bit here. So I've scraped it all out as much as physically possible. Everything else feels alright-ish. And I'm now, oh, it's a bit shit. And I'm now going to re-resin. I'm gonna re-resin just those 2 bits. I don't know if I actually keep putting like layers and layers on, like how many layers can you put on this? But I'm worried that that one bit, if I do a whole layer, is still not gonna fucking seal. So yeah, fuck, we're gonna make it up and we're gonna re-resin that one bit and just pray to God that one bit sets, and if it looks weird, then I'll sand it down and redo the whole lot. But I just need that one bit to be effing sealed. So that's what we're gonna do right now. I had to order more resin because, yeah, we just used a lot. And this shit is not cheap. This shit, not cheap, okay? So Art Resin, I mean, not shit. This good stuff is not cheap. So Art Resin, if you wanna sponsor me and send me a whole pot, shut up. What are you doing up there? You need to effing shut the hell up. I'm trying to get a sponsorship. Okay guys, it's f***ing sealed. 4th time lucky. It's dried. It is not perfect whatsoever. There is some bubbles in here and it's not 100% even, but I think that's the best I'm going to get. I'm not doing 5 layers. I've used so much resin. This is getting pretty heavy. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna peel off the back, peel off the tape, and then see if we need to sand the back of it.
Okay guys, so I was peeling off the tape and there was resin underneath it because of all the layers and because of all the time between the layers, I'm assuming. So it was hard to get it off. I ended up using tweezers to get majority off because it was so stark. Then after that, you can still see that there is little bits that now need to be sanded down.
Let's get sanding. Word to the wise, just do your tape better because this is effing exhausting. I've been doing this for like half an hour now. My arm is dead. Just tape it better. Oh my god, you guys, I packaged it up. My first painting going to someone who's probably gonna open it and be like, but anyway, exciting. Okay, that's it for me on this one, guys. As always, thank you for watching. Now, quickly, before I go, as you can see, I've painted a substantial amount of paintings because I definitely prefer making them to like sealing them, but obviously they have to be sealed to be sold. And we're going to make millions. So yes, I'm going to resin some more and I'm going to create an Etsy site. I'm going to leave the link below to my Etsy site where you can buy some of my paintings if you wish. They're going to be ridiculously expensive because let's be honest, beautiful, beautiful pieces of art. I'm basically a qualified artiste at this point and I deserve to be well paid, you know? Also need some new clothes and a couple of things. Missing a button here, but anyways. Yes, so that's it for me on this one, guys. As always, thank you for watching and I'll see you on my next one, which hopefully won't take that long to construct, fix, construct, reconstruct, and edit.